Hello. Today's class we're looking at shoulder internal rotation. So we'll start out with some cards we'll go the neck, we'll go shoulders, the scapula, and the spine, and then we'll do a little bit of a mobility drill with a ball. So that's the only piece of equipment we'll need today is a tennis ball or maybe a pair of socks or just something you can squeeze into. So we'll actually start standing. We'll go through our neck cards. So stand up nice and tall. Take your arms out by your side. Take your hands into fists. And just create some tension throughout your body, maybe 30% or so. And then from there, tuck your chin to your chest. Rotate to a side, so look towards the shoulder. Look up. Look over to the other side. Look down towards the left shoulder or the other shoulder. And tuck your chin, and that's one. We'll do 4 in either direction. Each time you're trying to get a bigger circle. Tuck your chin, rotate to a side. Nice and slow and controlled, going through your maximum range of motion without any pain at all here. 2 more here. Trying to make the movement all throughout the neck. Try not to move any other parts of your body, maintaining that tension. And 1 more in this direction. And then reverse our direction. Let's come back to center, tuck your chin, look towards the opposite shoulder, side bend, extend, rotate to the other side bend, flex, rotate back to center. Again, rotate, side bend, extend, big circle all the way over to the other side, down, back to center. 2 more. And with each rep that we're doing here, trying to get a little bit more range of motion. If you're at your end, then you stay right there. Right, that's 4. From here, we'll go into the T-spine mobility. So take your feet a bit wider on the mat here. And then take your hands crisscross. And from there, tuck your chin and start to flex your spine to create that tension throughout the rest of your body. Try not to make any movement in the hips here. And from there, rotate spine to a side bend, extend, and rotate all the way over to the other side bend, flex, back to center. That's 1. We'll do 3 on either side. So rotate, side bend, extend, rotate all the way to the other side bend, flex, back to center. Again, maintain that tension throughout your body here. Try not to make the movement at the hips. Might move just a little bit just then. Side bend, flex. Nice. We'll reverse our direction. Rotate, side bend, extend, rotate. Side bend, flex, back to center. One more in this direction. Nice. From here, we'll come into shoulder cards. So you can bring the feet back towards hips width distance apart. Take the hands out by your sides. And from here, we'll go external rotation. So external, opening up the shoulders, that's external. Internal is the opposite way, so more rounding. Okay? So from there, open up those shoulders. And from there, bring the arms up towards your midline. Keep fighting for more external rotation. As the arms come into flexion here, go internal rotation from the shoulders. Fight for more internal rotation as you reach the arms back behind you. Then back to center. And then reach them back, extend back behind you. Open up. Reach up to the sky. Keep fighting for more external rotation as you come back to center. Then back to our starting position. So that's 1. We'll do 3 in total. So external rotation, keep fighting for more external rotation. To reach to the midline, reach up. Then internal rotation, More internal rotation as you reach back, 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 back. Try to keep the movement just at the shoulder here. Try not to let the scapula move around. Open up at the back. Externally rotate, keep finding for more external rotation as you come back through center and to our starting position. Again, external rotation, reach up, keep finding for more. Internal rotation as you reach the arms back behind you, keep finding for more internal rotation. Back to center, one more time, reach back behind you. External rotation, keep finding for more last time here. And then back through center. Beautiful. Next time we'll do is for the scapula. So I'll show you the side lying position. You can stay as you are, just so I can show you from side on. Take your hands into fists, reach them out in front of you. Take a breath in, create that tension throughout your body, 30% or so. And then we're going to go protraction, so press the shoulder blades forward, lift them up, reach them back, retraction, and depress. So forward, up, back, and down. So you want to make sure we want to try and keep the arms nice and straight, the elbows straight here, so not moving the arms around, making all the movement from the scapula. So we'll all go together. We'll go 4 in either direction. So arms out in front. So protract, press forward, lift up, retract, depress. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more in this direction. Forward, up, back, and down. Now we go up, forward, down, and back, up, forward, down, and back. 2 more. Down and back. All right. So now we'll come down onto the ground and grab your tennis ball. So we'll come down to a prone position with your forehead down on the ground. Your head will stay down on the ground. Your legs will stay down on the ground as well. Arms will be straight out in front. So you come to lie down, reach the arms out in front, bring your forehead down. Then from there, lift both arms up. Take them wide, a wide circle here. Then bring them back behind you, trying to reach them up towards your neck. Then switch the ball over behind you. Then another wide circle as you come forward. Then back to our starting position. Lift up, wide circle back behind you. So now we're in internal rotation. Bring the hands close towards your neck as you can. Then reach back, go external rotation as you reach forward. Just a couple more. Lift up, reach back behind you. Coming into that internal rotation, try not to touch your back. Switch the ball closest to your neck as you can. Then go external rotation as you reach forward. Let's do 1 more. Lift up, reach out nice and wide. Internal rotation, bring those hands as close up your back as you can. I'll drop my ball and switch over, external rotation, and back to center. So just get a feel for how that feels in your shoulder. We'll do that at the end as well. And hopefully they might feel a little bit differently after we go through our mobility drill. So mobility drill we're going to do today, we're going to come stand up nice and tall. Firstly, I'll just show you from behind and then we'll do it together. So I'm going to do, I'll take my hands in fists. And then when I do this, I'm trying not to lift up. So I'm trying not to elevate my scapula. I'm trying to keep that nice and stable. So I'm going to bring my hands behind me in fists. I'm going to walk them up my back as high as I can. Then from here, I'm trying not to round my shoulders forward, but I'm trying to keep them, that scapula in a neutral position. And this will be our passive stretch. So we'll hold here for about 2 minutes, and we'll just go into some deep breaths. So deeply in through the nose for about a count of 4, and out through the mouth for a count of 8. So nice slow breath, just holding this passive stretch. So you can make your breath nice and deep here. I'll keep mine a bit shallow so you don't have to hear my breathing. And make sure that shoulders aren't rounding. That scapula as it is, nice and in its neutral position on your back there. So while we're holding in this passive stretch, I'll go over what our pales and rails are today. So your pales will mean what we're going to do is trying to go into external rotation. So you're going to press your hands as if you're pressing them into your back. You're opening up into external rotation. You hold that for about 15, 20 seconds. And then internal rotation, you're trying to make this movement from the shoulders here, internal rotation, as if your hands are going to come off of your back. You're fighting for more internal rotation. But if you're at which you should be at your end range of motion right now in this stretch, you won't be able to lift the hands up. If you can lift the hands up, then that means you might need to walk those hands a little bit further up your back. Let's continue breathing here, another 30 seconds or so. And then we'll go into our first round. We'll do 3 rounds in total. The third round being optional. If you're sort of tapped out after 2 rounds, then please just rest. Just continue breathing. All right, let's get ready. So what we're going to do firstly, when we take a breath in, we'll create a bit of tension throughout our whole body. And then we'll go through our pales contraction, which will be pressing the hands in and trying to come into more external rotation of the shoulders. So take a breath in, create that tension throughout your body, and then give me pales. So press external rotation, press the hands into the back, try to rotate those shoulders open. Keep fighting for more external rotation, building up to your safest and greatest efforts. Breathing whichever way works for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the opposite, pales. Try to internally rotate. Try to get those hands off of your back. Fighting for more internal rotation from the shoulders. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Keep working right there. My shoulders are rounding forward. I'm trying not to round them forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly relax. Come back to that position, back to that passive stretch. And either staying right there, or perhaps you may be able to walk the hands or the fists up the back just a centimeter or 2 into a little bit more range of motion. Again, if your shoulders are rounding forward here, if you can pull them back. And we go back to our passive stretch, and we'll hold for about another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll go into our second round. So go back to that slow, deep breath. 4 in, 8 out. So hopefully you can feel that stretch in this passive stretch here. If you can't feel the stretch at all, then maybe walk those hands up just a little bit more into your end range of motion. All right, let's get ready for our second round. So again, the first, our pales, is pressing hands into the back, shoulders external into external rotation, and our rails, internal rotation, as if you're trying to lift those hands off the back without the shoulders rounding forward. From where you take a breath in, create that tension throughout your body, and then press hands, give me that external rotation. Fight for more external rotation, just gradually building up to your greatest, safest efforts. Shoulders are really talking to me. I hope yours are as well. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go rails, internal rotation, max effort straight away. Again, not rounding forward. My shoulders crept forward just then. Keep fighting for that more internal rotation, trying to get those hands off the back for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, that is tough. All right. Again, go back to that passive stretch. And then maybe you've got a little more range. Maybe you can walk those hands up the back. If you're already maxed out, that's all good. So go back to our passive stretch. Go back to nice, slow, deep breath. So that was round 2. Round 3, totally optional. If you haven't done this stuff before, you might be tapped out already. If you do want to do a 3rd round and you're already feeling pretty fatigued, just go light. For those of you that got quite a bit of range in the shoulders, who've done this work before, feel free to work to your heart's content. That's another 20 seconds or so in this passive stretch. And then after this, we'll go into our lift-offs. All right, so prepare yourself. Take a breath in, create that tension in your body, and then give me that external rotation. So press the hands into the back, generally trying to open up the shoulders to that external rotation, fighting for more external rotation, building up to your greatest effort. Last time through. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rails, internal rotation. Try to lift the hands off the back. Keep fighting for more internal rotation. Keep fighting, keep fighting. This is our last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hands where they are. Slowly relax. We'll do one last passive stretch, another 40 seconds or so. And maybe you walk those hands up the back, maybe a little bit more. And maybe you're maxed out. That's all good. Back to our slow, deep breath. If you're feeling good, those shoulders are certainly talking to me. I did a bit of work this morning, so they're telling me they've just about had enough. All right. From there, what we're going to do, actually, was take our hands off just for a second. Let's move those shoulders around just a little bit. Then we're going to go back to that same position, but we're going to go into the less range of motion. So if you have your fists all the way up here, you're going to slide them down your back a little bit. So you're going to take them to a position where when we do our lift off, so we're not going to do the external rotation anymore, just the internal rotation. And we're going to try and take the hands off of the back from the shoulders. So don't just move your hands from the shoulders. Give me that internal rotation of the shoulders to try and lift your hands up. If you can't lift your hands up at all, you need to take them down a little bit. If when you are lifting them off, it's super easy. You just got to find that point. You'll work it out. So we'll do 10 reps. On the final rep, on the 10th rep, we will hold it for about 15 seconds or so. All right, let's do it. So take those hands back behind you into that internal rotation, and then just work out where you can lift off. So here, I can lift off about there, and don't have to get a hold or lift, just a little bit of release from the back. So I'll show you my side. Actually, we'll just show up in front. All right, from there, take a breath in, create that tension throughout your body, and then lift off. Hold for a second or two, and then release. Lift off, release. Lift off, release. Off, release. Off, release. Off, release. Off, and release. We'll do 2 more. Lift off, release. All right, this last one we'll hold for about 15 seconds. So lift off, maintain that tension throughout your body. Try not to round the shoulders. Keep fighting for more internal rotation. Keep fighting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax and shake out those shoulders a little bit. All right, so now, let's get a bit of movement in here. So now we're going to go back to our cars that we started with, but just a different version of them. So we'll come to lie down. We'll do single arm cars. We'll do about 3 reps in one direction and 3 in the other. So come to lie down on one. I want to lie down. Let's all lie down on the left side. So we're all doing the same side. Bring the elbow down. Give your head a little bit of support. From there, reach the right arm in line with your body. So from here, give me external rotation so that thumb reaches away from you. Then reach up towards your head. Then give me internal rotation, reach the arm back behind you. Keep reaching back behind you. As you come back to center, keep finding for more internal rotation. Then extend back behind you. Open up to external rotation. Reach back up and then back down to your side. From there, give me that external rotation again. So that was one. Reach up. Internal rotation, reach back behind you. Keep finding for more internal rotation as that arm comes back by your side. Reach back behind you into that external rotation. Reach up, more external rotation as the arm comes back down by the side. Do that one more time. External rotation, reach up towards your head. As you get to the head, that flex position, internal rotation, reach the arm back behind you. Keep fighting for more internal rotation as the arm comes by your side. And reach it back. External rotation, open it up. Keep fighting for more external rotation as you come all the way back to your side. All right, let's do the same thing on the second side. Now I'm lying on my right side. I'll take my hand to cup my head. Left arm reaches long by my hips here. So from there, do that external rotation. Keep finding for more as you reach up, up, up. As you reach that arm overhead, internal rotation. As you reach that arm back behind you, keep finding for more. As the arm comes to the side, then reach it back behind you. Open up externally. Reach up. Keep finding for more as you come back to that starting position. That was one. Reach up. Keep finding for more rotation. Give me that internal rotation. Reach that arm back behind you. And to the side. Kick it back. Open up. Beautiful. One more here. Reach back behind you. Reach back, open up, reach forward, and back to our starting position. Beautiful. All right, so we'll do a tabletop position now. We'll do scapular CARs from tabletop. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So the same thing that we just did at the start of the class where we went protraction, elevation, retraction, and depression. Do the same thing here. So start in a neutral position, and the whole time here, so I'm not doing a push-up, I'm not bending my elbows at all. My elbows are staying nice and straight. So firstly, we'll go into retraction. So dip the chest down to the ground, so it's retraction. And then depression, so shoulders back. Then press down, protraction, and elevation, shoulders forward. So retract down, back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward. We'll go two more in this direction. Down, back, up, forward. One more time. And forward. So now I'm in that forward position. Now reverse. So from here, we'll go back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up. Depress, retract, elevate, and protract. Two more here. All right, nice. My ball is rolling away from me, so I'll just grab this ball here. And we'll go back to that position that we did on the ground, prone, with the ball reaching back behind you and looking for internal rotation. And maybe we'll see if we have a little bit more range. And this time we'll do, we'll just do two, we'll do three on each side. So reach the arms out in front of you, legs on the ground, forehead on the ground. Lift the arms up, reach them back behind you. And looking for internal rotation, so as far up your back as you can. Then external rotation as you reach forward. Lifting up. Take it wide. Again, up towards your neck. Try not to touch your back if you can. Forward. Up, back, internal rotation, and external rotation as you reach forward. Lift the arms up, nice wide circle. Reach back behind you. Swap that ball behind your back. I cheated on that one. Reach forward. We got one more in the other direction. Lift up, nice wide circle. Internal rotation. External rotation as you reach forward. One final time. Oh, I really cheated on that last one. Shoulders are tired. All right, thanks everybody. Your shoulders are feeling good. Come back to this class regularly. Really great one for internal rotation. We'll put out another one for external rotation shortly. Thank you.